Now we can see the superhexafluoride gas recovery device produced by our company, and I explain the whole operation process. First, we need to create the power supply when we get the device. There are two main points to create the power supply. First, we adopt the 3-phase 5-wire wave mode. We will equip the superhexafluoride gas recovery device with an adapter like this one. The zero line above must be correctly collected by the customer. After the whole power supply is collected, here is the power control box. The second is that we should turn on the phase sequence switch and turn the phase sequence switch to the left or right. If the power light indicator is always on, it indicates that the superhexafluoride gas recovery device can work normally. Now let's introduce the first function of the superhexafluoride gas recovery device, fragmenting the electric switch. Before fragmenting the electric switch, we need to fragment the whole superhexafluoride gas recovery device. To fragment the equipment, first need to turn on the vacuum pump, and then turn on the valves V1, V2, V3, and V5. Then we can turn on the valve V8 and the resistance vacuum gauge, and then check the vacuum gauge. When the vacuum degree display is lower than 30 Pa, the fragmentation work of the equipment can be collected by default. After the equipment is fragmented, you can close V2, V3, and V5 valves and open V6 valves. Now V6 and V1 valves are open, which is a process of fragmenting the electric switch. When the degree of the vacuum meter is lower than 30 Pa, the fragmenting of the electric switch is completed. Next, let's introduce the second function, recovery the gas in the electric switch. First, we should open the refrigeration compressor in advance, and then look at the degree displayed on the thermometer. When the degree displayed reaches to about 10 Celsius degree, we can start recovering the gas. To start recovering the gas, firstly need to open the V6 valve, then open the V2 valve, and then observe the gas exhaust pressure gauge. When the gas exhaust pressure gauge shows that the gas exhaust pressure is greater than 0.3 MPa, we can open the superhexafluoride gas compressor. After opening the compressor, we can open the V3 valve so that the superhexafluoride gas recovery device starts the gas recovery process. And then we can observe the degree of the initial recovery pressure. When the initial recovery pressure gauge shows 0 MPa, it means that the whole gas recovery process has been completed. After the gas recovery is completed, first close the V6 valve, and then close the V2 and V3 valves in sequence, and then close the vacuum pump and refrigeration compressor. At this time, the gas recovery for the whole electrical switch is completed. Now let's introduce the third function, gas recharge function. The so-called recharge function is to recharge the gas in the storage tank inside of the superhexafluoride recovery device directly into the electric switch. First, there are two external connections. Now let's connect one end near V7 to the air supply port of the electric switch. The first step is to vacuum our equipment and the pipeline. To vacuum the pipeline, we need to turn on the vacuum pump firstly, and then turn on V1, V7 valve. In the process of fragmenting, we can look at the vacuum gauge. Before looking at the vacuum gauge, we still need to turn on V8 valve and the resistance vacuum gauge. We can see that when the vacuum gauge shows that the vacuum volume is lower than 30 Pa, the vacuumization inside the pipeline is completed. But if the vacuum requirement is higher, we can wait a little longer time. After the vacuum pumping is completed, we can close V8 and the vacuum gauge, then close V1 and the vacuum pump, and then open V4 and V7 valves. At this time, the gas recharge starts. During the recharge process, we can turn on the drying and heating function to make the recovery gas more sufficient. Then, after the whole equipment is used, we can close all valves and the power switch from left to right. At this time, the gas recharge of the whole equipment is completed. If the gas stored in our equipment is insufficient, we need to replenish the gas through the steel cylinder. We can directly connect the steel cylinder to the interface near the UHV-625 valve. UHV-7 valve is connected to the electric switch. After connection, we can also turn on the vacuum pump and open V1, V6, V7 valves to vacuum the whole pipeline. After vacuum pumping is completed, we can remove the vacuum pump, close V1 and open V6 and V7 valves to replenish the gas in the cylinder. After the pressure is reached to the requirement pressure value, V6 and V7 can be closed to complete the whole air replenishment process.